Hey guys, spoken word session again. I'm actually on a roll tonight. I'm gonna talk about the metaphor. The metaphor as in the muse. The metaphor, the muse. That abstract word or expression that you use to describe an emotion, something so intangible. Yeah, I'm still not might be making any sense. I will give you an example at the end. Bear with me. See, this is unedited stuff. Sketches and stuff. This is unedited stuff that I'm sharing with you guys. Just give me 1 second. Here we go. Metaphor. Altered perception of reality, penetrating itself in the kingdoms of an almost hallucinogenic reality, surreality, perceived auditorily through the sensations, rendering the fluctuated perceptions distorted and surfacing into the first exhale of what it is to be truly alive. That moment when you hear a beautiful woman's voice singing you a lullaby, and it just paints a rainbow sunshine world where you're in animation and you don't need to do LSD or any of these drugs. I can imagine you have your imagination, you know? That's a crazy thing, your imagination. Music stirs up emotions. Emotions stir up images in your head. When you have images stirred up in your head, you have a visual platform. That's where dreams come from. And I'm just talking about altered perceptions. I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about free association. And there comes the metaphor. I'll get to that example in the end. Glimmering in the glow of a color, dripping through the luminous paint, pupils dilate under regimented command, alert and assembled to the metaphysical dripping of paint, oozing the lovely gregarity of life, blossoming, ejaculating, flourishing, blossoming sunshine roses as the salivatory juices secrete, excited and enticed through the nasal cavity, lured in by the scent of the chocolate colors, tasted through the digestion of the nasal cavity tongue, inhaling through its pores the truest fragrance of the metaphor, dilated pupils into a conformist monarchy, commanded by the God-given sensations that command and inhale the vigor when touched with the finger that binds together that umbilical crutch perceived through our human senses. Embrace you will when you indulge in the truest of human opiates, delusional and skeptical but not delusional. The poet serenades romanticism for the first time. The metaphor awaits us as we cross, hop, skip, and frolic that threshold between captivity and freedom. The division bells ring, freedom bells ring, separating reality and paradise. There goes the metaphor. It's right there. It's when you hop, skip, and frolic that's when you're doodling and doing all this creative stuff, and you hop, skip, and frolic, go past the boundaries of what's real, get into a surreal dimension, a surreal state of mind. And on a psychoanalytical perspective, I would say you're actually that's actually when you get mad, when you are no more conscious of the act of creating, but are just creating. When you stop being conscious of creating, like what I just did right now, I was correcting my stammer. You stop being conscious of creating, and you just stay in that state of creativity. I feel when you reach that state, that's when you find the muse. That's when your pen that you're writing with becomes a utensil of deliverance, in the sense that your pen is like a chariot. You're riding it, and it's taking you along a journey, which you've written. And that is a metaphor. That's the example I wasn't thinking of, but I gave you. Thanks for listening, and I'll give you another spoken word session soon.